Hi team. So today I want to talk to you guys about building relationships, having interactions on a daily basis. So we have a lot of new coaches on our team, and we have a lot of coaches who are wanting to come back in and really make this thing work this time through. And I'm getting a lot of questions about how do I talk to them? Do I just invite them to my challenge group, or I want to run a challenge group? Let me just invite people. And you can't do that. Let's say you haven't talked to somebody in months, years, or since high school. You really are going to come across super salesy. They're probably not even going to respond to you if you just send them a message saying, hey, how are you? I'm hosting a challenge group on such and such date, and the deadline is such and such date. How would you like to join? They're going to be like, who are you? Because they might not fully know you. B, they're going to be like, dude, I haven't talked to you since high school. Why would I buy something from you? And so you really turn people off. And so that's what new coaches do. I made a lot of those mistakes as a new coach, and that's what gives people this negative idea about online marketing and Beachbody coaches, because they think that we're just selling. What we're doing is sharing. I can't stress to you guys enough. This is what I'm always saying. You need to post about your workout every day because you're sharing what's working for you. Post about your healthy recipes and your healthy meals. You should not just be posting your Shakeology. You need to be posting that, because people then think that we live on Shakeology and we have 3 shakes a day, and they think it's a liquid diet. They need to know that you're eating actual other food, and that healthy recipes can look appetizing and can be appetizing, and that you're not eating like a bird and you only eat this much food. So you need to be sharing those things, sharing about how the workouts are helping you. But a lot of coaches just stop at, okay, I got my script. I'm going to make a general Facebook post about a challenge group. They've got a great picture. It's got a little bit of font on it. And they've got, really good wording. And some of them I've helped you guys with wording about an invite to a challenge group as a general post on your Facebook. Here are reasons why you're not going to get all your customers or any from those posts. And even top coaches will say this happens to them too. People don't want to buy things, and people don't want to invest in their health. And also, Facebook has algorithms where not all of your Facebook friends see that post. Also, people need to hear and see and be presented with things 5 to 7 times, which is why we say scheduling out a challenge group, you're giving 3 weeks notice. So you look at your calendar. Today is the first day of the month. If you're going to do a free group, I highly recommend this week or next week doing a free group. And then your final week of June, you could schedule a challenge group. If you've not pre-scheduled one, you can go ahead and start workouts on your own, but I do not recommend you give people a 1-week notice, because you're probably not going to get anybody to join you. Or you're only going to get one person, and we know that challenge groups really don't do well with 2 people, because one person always doesn't post, and then they don't get that support and that accountability and that fun that happens in a challenge group when everybody's interacting. So that's why we say give 3 people 3 weeks notice. All right. So what are they going to do? So what do? You're going to make your normal post, and that's fine. But then you need to be having one-on-one daily conversations. I live through my Facebook Messenger. Get the app, go through your messages. That's where my conversations happen. They happen privately. It's not all on my Facebook page, because half of the people that follow you aren't following you for health and fitness. They're connecting with you from some other reason. Because you went to high school, because you went to college, because you grew up together, because you have mutual friends, because you're a teacher and they're a teacher, because you're into this sport and they're into that sport, because you're into this band and they are. There's some other reason that you've connected and have similarities with these people. So the very first thing is you want to take things to a private message. But again, I'm not just going to say, oh, I want to run this group and I want to invite this person. Let me just message them. First, I have had to have several normal conversations. And for whatever reason, this is where everybody gets like stuck. Like, it's like you forget to have a normal conversation. When you go out in public, I guarantee you are probably not talking about Beachbody coaching or Beachbody challenge group to every single person that you talk to in the public. What are you talking about? You're talking about things that you have interest. If I see somebody, so I live in Maryland, but I'm a New England girl, I'm a Rhode Island girl, and if I see somebody repping Boston Red Sox or the Patriots, you damn sure I'm going to go up to that person and I'm going to be like, way to represent. And I'm going to start talking to them. I'm not going to go out to them and be like, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach. I'm running this fitness group. You should really join. They're going to be like, nut job. Who are you? So you have to have a normal conversation. And I call them, hey girl conversations. I shoot for 8 to 10 or more. As a new coach or just starting again, I highly recommend you start 3 to 5. The more that you do, the more interactions you're going to get with people, the better your groups are going. You're going to get customers and stuff and coaches on your team faster, the more people you talk to. And then you have to track it. So you should have a log, whether it's on paper and pen and a notebook, whether you use an online spreadsheet or an Excel spreadsheet, but you need to have some way of tracking it. So what's a hey girl? Hey girl, let's say Sally. I'm going to message Sally. Hey girl, how are you? I just saw that you got together with so-and-so. I have not seen you girls since high school. What's new? Nothing about coaching. Nothing about a fitness group, nothing about buying anything, nothing about health and fitness. Next one. Hey girl, I just saw that you're planning her 1-year-old birthday party. I can't believe how fast time has gone. How are you? How are the kids? Now you're just interacting and you're asking them because you genuinely want to know. People will know if you're not being genuine. Like, you genuinely need to know or be interested in their life, their family, their kids, what's going on with them. That goes back to what we talk about is form. You want to find out about their family, their occupation, their recreational activities, and then anything else miscellaneous about them, right? So whenever you're adding a new person and you're talking to people, these are things that you want to find out about them. And I don't have the best memory, and the more people you talk to, you're not going to remember all these details, which is why I suggest you write things down about them. What is their job? Write it down. What does she talk about? Maybe she says, oh my gosh, if I do a, hey girl, how are you? How are you liking the new job? And if she then responds, oh my God, I love it, blah, 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 I'm going to write down what her job is and that she loves it. If she writes back, I am miserable, I hate this job, blah, 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 I'm going to write that down. And I'm going to keep that in mind because maybe down the road, I'm going to talk to her about coaching and how coaching can help bring her in some income and doing something that she will eventually like. Hey girl, how are you? I just saw that you came back from Hawaii. That was one of my favorite trips. What was your best part? Now I have a similar interest with her. I have a shared experience with her going to Hawaii, and I'm going to connect about that. And I'm asking her, and I'm going to let her do the talking. Or if you just had a honeymoon or you just got married or whatever, you know someone who just got engaged or is going to be getting married, you could say, hey girl, how are you? I can't believe the big day is so close. Have you guys figured out a honeymoon plan yet? And then if she writes back, we're debating between A, B, and C place. Maybe you went to one of those places and you could say, hey, based off of what we did, we went to X place and we loved it. And then share a few of the things that you loved about it there with her. And again, you're adding some value, you're helping her with a destination place, and you're just connecting about something that's interesting with them. So these are just, hey girl, normal conversations. Scroll through people's Facebook pages, like and comment on their posts. What are they posting about? Did they just have a child's first communion, or did they just go on a vacation? Did they talk about a book that they just read? And you could be like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that you love Jodi Picoult too. I love her. Have you read X book? And share another book by that author that person maybe hasn't read yet. And then you could be like, oh my gosh, you need to read this book. All right. So it's things like that. You're just connecting. And the conversation is going to go back and forth. You have to ask questions. But in my first message to that person, I'm not asking them 16 questions. One question at a time. Question, they respond. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Question, they respond. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Question, they respond. So it's this daily interaction, and this interaction is going to happen on consecutive days. It's going to go back and forth. It's not a one day I talk to you, and then I'll talk to you again for 6 months until the next time I want to invite you to my challenge group, and then suddenly I'm like, hey, how's it been? Just so you know, I have this upcoming group. I've talked to you one other time. Do you think that person's going to want to join my group? No. So I know that you're super wanting to do well really fast as a new coach. And I know that you're really wanting to push and hit Success Club as a coach. But you have to remember that this is a relationship building business. You will not succeed in this business if you go at it strictly business. If you go at it as a numbers game, as a points game, as I'm going to message 1 million people a day and invite every single person. Have you found out what their needs are? Have you found out what their goals are? Have you found out what their struggles are? Or are you just pushing something on them because if it's your agenda and you need to hit this deadline? So those are the hey girl messages that I want you to send out. And you should be keeping a list. And you all know you should start with a list of 100 names. If you have not done that, I highly suggest you go through your Facebook friends list. You can actually print it off. There's a video somewhere in Team Mad I shared about that, or you go to YouTube and there's a way to show you how to do that. You can download that list, start to go through those names or write them out. Also, in your Coach Online office, you have the memory jogger, and it's about 5 pages of all the types of people that you will possibly know. Print that off, and that will remind you of like, oh yeah, let me reach out to this person from this group. Let me reach out to this person that I know from this. Let me reach out to this person or whatever. And it's just to connect with all these different people. So not only are you reaching out and you're having your hey girl or how are you doing, etc. kind of questions, but then you need to be engaging with them and you need to be tracking it. And then you need to also be leading by example. So you need to be sharing your workouts. I don't want to see just selfies with like a 2-word thing. Is that adding any value to your Facebook fans or your social media fans? I do take selfies, but if you read any of my selfies, there's always something in there. And I'm asking a question and I'm adding some value to something. I'm talking about my personal development. I'm sharing something that I've learned with them. I'm engaging them in something. I'm being uplifting and adding positivity. It's not just a selfie of, if I had a kid, a selfie of my kid, a selfie of me, a selfie of Ryan, a selfie of my car, a selfie of my coffee, and it's just like coffee time. Or hitting up the mini golf or whatever. It's actual engagement, something that people want to read. So you have to think about that, all right? And then people also, they want to connect with your face. So if you're not ever taking your face and you're just doing like from here down, people aren't going to relate to that. And people that don't really know you are going to be like, who is this, right? Because especially on your phone, everything is so much smaller. Your profile picture is smaller, so people can't engage with you. People want to see you smile. People want to see you interact. People want to get to know you, and they get to know you by the things that you're posting. So what are your interests and your hobbies and things that make you, you and unique? Why would somebody want to connect with you and then eventually have you be their coach versus somebody else be their coach? So you have to think about that. So you want to be sending these hey girl messages. Then after you've had lots of back and forth, and this could take a couple months of back and forth, building relationships, friendships and relationships do not happen over 3 messages, okay? This is an ongoing process. Then when it does come time that you're going to run a challenge group and you're going to invite that person, then you want to message them and you want to, continue on with what you had talked about before. And maybe at some of the point of forming them, they talked about, summer is coming up and you could be like, hey girl, how are you? I saw the kids from this weekend playing in the pool. It was such a great Memorial Day weekend. Do you guys have any summer plans? And if in this process, she might say, oh, well, we're going to Myrtle Beach. I need to get my butt in gear because it's about to be on the beach the whole time. Then you could then follow that up with, oh my gosh, I know what you're talking about. I'm actually starting up a new workout, and I'm helping several ladies because I want to get in shape myself. Blah, 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 blah. This is the date. Is this something that would interest you, that would help you lose the weight in time for your vacation? You have to revert it back to what her need was. Her need is, I'm going on vacation and I want to look good and feel good. You're running a group with workouts that we know that work, meal plans that we know that work, Shakeology that we know that work, and accountability and support from you and the group that we know is key. All of that to help them. Then if she responds back, yes, I am interested, what is it? I'm not going to say vomit everything that comes in a challenge pack because it's like overload to them. If you're like, well, you get 30 days of free Beachbody on demand, so you can stream any workout you want. Plus you get a whole workout program with all the DVDs designed by a fitness trainer. And you get a whole meal plan designed by a nutritionist. And great, it comes with portion controlled containers, so you don't even have to think about it. And then we replace one meal a day with Shakeology. And you get discounted shipping. To read that in a Facebook message is like, they lost you after the first sentence. All you say is, it's a 30-day group. We're going to focus on working out for 30 minutes a day. We have a detailed meal plan, optimal nutrition, or a daily dose of dense nutrition, and support and accountability in the group. Great. Then if she says, oh, that's great, I really struggle with knowing what to eat, knowing how much to eat, I struggle with portion control, then you can say, perfect. The program that I've been using actually targets that. It's a detailed meal plan that allows you to eat, and it just tells you how much of a certain food to eat and how often to eat it. And it comes with these awesome containers that actually portions the food out for you. So you don't even have to think about that. There's no weighing. You don't have to buy a food scale and weigh your food. This is super simple. And one of the meals a day comes with the program. So you actually end up saving money at the grocery store. That's it. So then it's this back and forth. I'm never sharing what the price is. I'm never saying right off the bat every single thing that they get in this challenge pack. I'm connecting every struggle that they tell me that they have to what this is. They don't have time, especially moms or busy working people don't have time. 30-minute workouts, everybody has time. 25-minute workouts, T25. 22-minute workouts, 22-minute hardcore. There is a workout for everybody. You're giving them solutions, and so you're getting them excited about what this is before you ever get to the price. If you give a person a price off the bat, they're going to say, I can't afford it instantly because they have nothing invested in it, and you haven't sold them as how this can help them. So you have to connect that first. And again, these conversations are back and forth. It could take a person 2 weeks before they order. It could take a person a week before they order. It depends, right? So it's not going to happen like you give them information and everybody says yes. Think about this. The first time that, if I'm your coach, the first time that I talked to you about joining a challenge group, were you like, hell yes, sign me up instantly? That rarely happens. The first time I asked you to be a coach on our team, or your coach invited you to be a coach on the team, did you say, damn, yes, sign me up? Some of you did, but most of you didn't. It doesn't happen like that. You have to hear about it several times. You have to be invited several times. You have to be presented with the opportunity several times. The same thing for the people that we're trying to get into our groups, because we want to help them. We want to share with them what we know that works. We want to help them with their struggles. And then if they've seen success and they enjoy our programs and our products, they're going to want to pay it forward, or they're going to want to sign up and get the discount on it. So again, I'm not approaching every single person to join my team. I want to help them first. I want them to gain confidence. I want them to establish a healthy lifestyle. I want them to lose the weight and improve their health. I want them to be around for their family. So 95% of the people that join my team have been in a, or more than that, have been in a challenge group first. Then they decide they just want the discount because they love the products and they love Shakeology and they're on it every month, so they might as well save money. Or they decide, this challenge group has changed my life. This challenge group has rocked my world. I want to be a part of this, and I want more moms and people to be a part of this. So I want to help other people. And then they become working coaches who are actively trying to help other people. So that's how it goes. So I want you to like take out the Success Club, take out the commission end of things, stop focusing on numbers or if it fits your schedule now. You have to give people time. You have to give people, they have to see this multiple times. So when you're making those general Facebook posts about an upcoming group, I highly recommend you do it. You want to spread it out. So if you're giving them a 3 weeks notice, you want to maybe do it 2 to 3 times a week. Not every day, not every post, 2 to 3 times. If you post it on Monday, you're not going to post about it again until Wednesday or Thursday. Then wait another 2 or 3 days and post again about it. You want to change the image. You don't want to keep using the exact same image. I highly recommend you are in your image, no stock photos from Beachbody. Take a picture of you doing the workout. Take a picture if you're a new mom and you're wanting to host a mom's, a body after baby, you and your baby, or put your baby in the little car seat thingy that they sit in that you carry them. I'm not a mom, I don't know. Put that in there next to you working out. Moms that don't have time, listen, my kid is napping, especially when they're super little, like they sit in that thing the whole time. Put that thing next to where you work out. It's not like you have to blast the workout on the TV, right? You want to show moms that it is possible. You want to show other people that this is possible to get done. So you're leading by example. So I am always taking selfies of when I'm working out, like during my workout, because I can use that image for something later. Again, I can use that image and put a quote on it. I can use that image and share something from my personal development. I stockpile pictures. I don't share every single picture that I just took in that moment at that moment. I save them. This is what you should be doing. You should not be uploading 1 million pictures an hour on your Facebook, right? So then you're going to use those for your challenge group invites and your daily posts. Take a workout selfie and don't just say, I got my workout in today. Tell them, what did you benefit from that workout? As you're sharing your journey, tell them what Shakeology has done for you. Tell them what healthy eating has done for you and how you've gotten your family to eat healthier. Share healthy recipes with them. They don't just want to know what you're doing. They want to know why and is it actually working? That's what they're going to connect with. So I highly recommend you do that. Again, you're posting about it. Your call to action about if you're interested in joining should always be at the very end. Put that at the bottom. If you're interested in joining, comment below. I will shoot you information. And then you take it to a private message. So I always comment back, hey girl, that's awesome. I'm messaging you now. Then I take it to a private message. And I say, I'm so excited that you're interested in joining my challenge group. Before we go into the details of the group, can you tell me why you're interested and what your struggles are and what you would like to accomplish? So now I can hear her tell me, time is a struggle. I'm dying of energy. I don't have any energy. I eat fast food like crazy. I never know what to eat. I need to lose weight, and probably they have an upcoming, so it's in summertime, they probably have an upcoming vacation. Now I'm going to pick apart all of the things that we get in the challenge group, how it helps that. I understand we are so busy, and I know that time isn't that easy, but these are perfect. We're going to do 30-minute workouts. So it's super easy to get up 30 minutes earlier, go to bed 30 minutes later, or watch one less TV show at night if you have to work out at night. That answers that question. If she tells me that she eats fast food and she never knows what to eat, first of all, Shakeology is going to help with her energy issue, and it's going to help with something to quickly make and take on the go. Never knowing what to eat, portion control. And this month we have the Fix Extreme and the 21-Day Fix on sale. I never start somebody on Fix Extreme if they're not used to eating clean, they're not used to working out, and they're not used to using weights. I always start them on the original 21-Day Fix. If they're used to eating clean and they just need to tighten it up a little bit more, and they're used to using some weights and they're used to working out, then I give them the option to go with Fix Extreme because I tell them that they might get bored in the original workouts, because I know I did. So I listen to where they are, but if they still really struggle with knowing what to eat or they need that, Shakeology is going to help, and the meal plan is going to help. So I'm always relating it back to that. And again, it's a back and forth, back and forth. And I'm never just shooting out my link to buy or how much something costs. So this video got a lot longer than I was expecting, but I hope this helps you, especially for you new coaches. And anytime you have a question, you can comment below the video, comment in the Team Mad Facebook group. I'm happy to answer those questions for you guys. But this is about building relationships and truly, genuinely getting to know people, being curious about their life, connecting with them with things not just health and fitness related, and then sharing how you can help a specific need that they have. So it's not salesy. And remember, your Facebook page, your social media pages are your storefront. What are you telling people? Are you adding value every day? Or is it just like you're sharing images and videos and things from other people's pages? Are you actually in those pictures and videos on your page? Are you sharing your interests and your hobbies? So those are the things you want to focus on, and that's the way you want to connect and talk to people. These are people, and most of these people you're going to want to have to stick around. Most of our team is made up from people from our challenge groups. So you want to be able to connect with them and have interests with them and this friendship and relationship with them, because then they're going to want to end up joining your team, and then we work with them. All right, so this is not a get rich quick. This is not a fill up a challenge group as quick as possible. This is not a hit success club as quickly as possible. This is a relationship building business. And if you do that, you will do well. So that's what I got for you today, team, and I will see you in the next video.